Always make sure that you collect any human bodies floating around endlessly in space. Especially since their bodies will emit a constant sound and frequencies if left in the void of space, and frankly it is horrifying to listen to. Whispers in the void. Tune in, tag, track. Never listen. You won't like what you hear. The young comms operator tapped the armrest of his seat idly, the warning that the chief always gave him pinging off the inside of his skull like an itch he couldn't scratch. He'd been on the ship for months, and followed the advice to the letter each and every retrieval op they did. Corpse fishing wasn't a glamorous or lucrative job, but it was honorable in its way. Creepy, sure, but he'd stayed away from the worst of it at his post in the comms relay. At least he never had to actually strip and identify the bodies. But still, curiosity had been gnawing at him. Bodies were noisy. Everyone knew that, they had to be, otherwise you'd never find them out there in the black. A body was, on the whole, pretty small. And the black was big, and dark, and full of long-forgotten voices. The itch didn't let up. What could one of those voices be talking about, after so long in the void? What had the chief heard that would make him repeat the same warning, every job they did? Was it just an old fishing superstition? Respect, privacy due to the dead? The more he speculated, the worse the itch grew. He glanced at the comms panel, at the simple levers and dials that would open the ever-repeating frequencies to the body they were fast approaching. They were just a few minutes off from retrieval. Chief and the rest of the boys knew their stuff, and could haul a stiff aboard in less time than it took the airlock to recycle. A few minutes couldn't hurt, the itch said. You could finally know. Just a little switch, and... click. He hadn't realized he'd moved. His finger came away from the switch, his headset suddenly opened to whatever was out there. A low electric hum buzzed in his earphones, interspersed by static. Empty, nothing special. Old man was pulling my leg. Help me, the tether is gone, I'm spinning, I can't stabilize, oh God help me someone please, I'm spinning, I'm... The sudden, frantic voice nearly made him jump out of his seat. He yanked his headset off and stared at the comms interface, the last screams of a dying man whispering out through the earphones. His arms tingled, the lingering rush of adrenaline after hours of boredom buzzing along his bloodstream like a jolt of electricity. He was about to cut the signal off when the muffled noise from the headset changed. And the itch came back. That wasn't so bad, it told him. A little spooky, sure, but not so horrible as all that. Come on, have another go. They're still right there, on the air. He put the headset back on. Enough oxygen for a day, and the rescue transponder is active. Someone will come. They can turn around, accelerate back this way in time. They can. They will. A muffled sob betrayed the lie. They have too. His chest felt hollow. Static buzzed in the earphones, replaced by heavy breathing. No air, the dead voice gasped. Too late. Alone. The dead voice coughed. God, so alone. Another labored breath. Another. Then nothing. He couldn't move. The last gasp of the long-lost speaker echoed in his mind, the itch replaced by horror. He reached for his headset, slowly beginning to take it off. Wait. The voice was nothing like the frantic fear and desperate lies he'd heard before. Thin, cold, airless. He wanted to take the headset off, switch off the frequency. But he couldn't. I'm so cold. I'm so alone. I can't breathe. Stay with me. Please. Don't go. A little ghost story for you. Thanks for the excellent prompt, D. Thank you for reading, and feel free to check out the rest of my stuff at r/Zedek Writes Stuff.